What's going on, guys? Balkan Architect here, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be continuing on with the Vray tutorials, and I'm going to be showing you one of the best options that Vray brings to the table, and that's the way it treats light-emitting materials. And it's way different than the way Revit treats it, and I think it's very cool, and I'm going to be using these options or these new features to show you how to render this cool looking glowing sign in Revit. And if you haven't caught any of the previous Vray tutorials, make sure to check out the link in the description that leads you to a playlist of all of my Vray tutorials. But before I get started, I would just like to ask you to like this tutorial. It helps me out a lot, and if you haven't already, I suggest you subscribe because I make videos like this every day. And follow me on social media, I'll post there regularly. Okay, so I've already done a tutorial where I show you how to create a glowing sign, but I actually do it by placing these little light sources around the whole sign, and it's very inefficient and it takes way too much time, and that's because of the way that Revit treats these light-emitting materials. But with Vray it treats it much better, so I'm going to be showing you how that makes a difference and makes the whole process a lot simpler. So let me open up this architectural template over here, and let's just place one wall over here on which we're going to be placing our light family, and let's use some brick wall. I guess it makes more sense to use a brick wall, and let's see where's the brick. I guess it's this, so let's flip it to the other side. Yeah, this works, and let me just open it up in 3D. Yeah, we've got brick over here. Now we don't want to have it the sign actually on the wall. We want it to be kind of a little bit offset from the wall so it can have enough room to cast some light on the wall. So I'm just going to go here into level 1, and I'm going to be placing a reference plane a bit offset from the wall, and that's going to allow us to have that distance between the signature or the sign and the wall. So I'm just going to go here to reference plane, or RP is the shortcut, and just go like this at maybe 60 millimeter, or that's 6 centimeters, and just create this reference plane, and let's just call it reference plane A, just so we can kind of select it easier later on. And let's go into 3D, and let's now place our signature family. So let's go with model text. That's what we're going to be using, and let's type in something. Let's do glowing material with Vray. Okay, so once we have our text, we need to place it, but as you can see, it's only placing it horizontally, so we need to set the work plane, and let's set it to our work plane A. And now we lost the text, so unfortunately we have to redo it. So let's do it again. Glowing material with Vray. Okay, so let's just place it over here, and now we can play with the dimensions of this text over here into edit type, so you can change the text size. Let's do 800 to make it a bit larger, like this. As you can see, now it's larger, and you can actually change the thickness. You just select it and go here, and maybe let's change it to 100 millimeters. It may have been a bit too thick. And if I just add shadow here, you can see it's a bit offset from the wall. So let's talk about these glowing materials. If I go here in level 1 and create a camera view, so let's go here, camera, and let's place a camera kind of like that. Okay, maybe we should orbit it a bit. Look this way. Okay, so we have this glowing material sign or signature, and now if we select it, and let's add this light emitting material or light casting material. So just go to material, and you go here to AEC materials, and if you can't see it, just click on this button over here to bring it up, and you go to glass, and you scroll down, and you have this glass white high luminance, and you just load it into the project. And what that means, if you go here to appearance, you can see it has self-illumination. And what that basically means, it casts light. And as far as luminance, I suggest you bring this up to something higher, like, I don't know, like 8,000 or maybe even 10,000, just to make sure that it casts enough light. Or let's go crazy, let's go 100,000. I don't know. Hit apply. Okay, and for the color temperature, let's leave it at this, or you can bring it down to some candlelight, but that's maybe okay. Yellow, that works. Let's say that we want that, and let's just hit OK. So now this is set to that material, but if I go here and tap double R to render, as I would in Revit, and let's go with draft, and let's make sure to set it as exterior but artificial only, so no sun, and let's try rendering it and let's see what happens. And as you can see now, everything is in light, so let's see. If I go here to adjust exposure and go to darker, let's see what happens. Yeah, for some reason the light is still there, but as you can see, the problem is this thing is glowing, but it isn't really casting any light on the wall we have over here. And that's the problem. It doesn't look realistic. When you have a neon sign, the point of the neon sign is that it's glowing. It's actually casting light upon the surface on which is on. So how do we do that with Vray? So let's just exit out of this Revit rendering engine and go into Vray, and here, once we're in Vray, let's set this current view to 3D view 1, which is the one that we're in. If I go here to 3D, yeah, it's 3D view 1, so it's set to this. And here for the Vray sun, let's set it to no light. Artificial light, we can turn it on, but you don't really have to. It's already going to be on because it's a material, it's not a light source, so you can't really turn it on and off. It's basically always stuck in the on position. But anyway, we've got that. Let's set this to low, and yeah, let's try it out. So let's do render interactive so we can maybe make some adjustments. So let's move this out of the way, and as you can see, it's already casting some light upon this material, but we can go here into exposure value if we can find it. Here it is. So if we go from sunshine to bright interior or overcast sky, you can see it's going to get brighter and brighter, and it's actually going to be casting some light all over our brick wall. So you get the point. Now we have this signature that actually casts light upon the wall. And let's just save this. So I'm actually just going to cancel out of this and stop this process, and let's just go to render and do render production. Okay, so now it's done, and it took a bit longer than what I expected, but I guess whenever you render lights in Revit, it takes a bit longer. So let's just go here, and to find your rendering, you just need to open up this drop menu, go Project Gallery, and go to 3D View 1, and here you can either save to disk, or even better, you can save it to the project. So just hit that button, close this off, and here under renderings, you're going to be having this cool looking glowing rendering, and the glow is actually quite realistic for this rendering, unlike it was when we previously tried to render without Vray in the Revit's just like main rendering engine. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope you have learned something new. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like and share this video, and follow me on social media. Links are in the description of this video. And if you have any questions, comments or suggestions for any future tutorials, please leave them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.